As a visually oriented art, the performance of a movie's visuals profoundly influences the presentation of the effect. Framing and shots composition are effective tools to enhance and enrich the effect of the visuals.
I think we shall have to tell him now.
Yes. I'll sign those papers now, Mr. Thatcher.
You people seem to forget that I'm the boy's father.
It's going to be done exactly the way I've told Mr. Thatcher.
There ain't nothing wrong with Colorado. I don't see why we can't raise our own son just because we come into some money. If I want, I can go to court.
In this classic long shot of Citizen Kane, the cinematographer uses a window frame as a framing to divide two very different worlds. On the right side of the picture, Kane's mother and Mr. Thatcher are signing a contract. On the left side of the picture is his father, who was strongly opposed to taking Kane away, but changed his attitude when he learned that he was going to receive a large sum of money. In the center of the frame, in the window frame, farther back, is Kane playing in the snow. The window frame separates him from the house, repeatedly keeping him out of the way, but everything inside the house is deciding the fate of his life.
Here's Johnny!
In this image from The Shining, Jake slashes at the door in an attempt to catch Wendy. Jake's face is pressed against the hole, and his face deforms from the pressure, emphasizing his crazy personality traits. The photographer uses the broken door as a framing to separate the viewer from Jake. But the broken door can't stop Jake, who is about to break through it. This gives the impression that real danger is imminent and emphasizes the effect of terror.
Monsieur Gustav and I continued east into the Zubrovkian Alps, toward our high-altitude rendezvous with the butler, Serge X. As a precaution, we disembarked quietly in the freight yard just outside the station.
This is an image of Gustav's escape from the Grand Budapest Hotel. The photographer used the door frame of the train as a framing to capture the soldiers chasing Gustav outside the train. This gives the viewer the feeling that he or she is right inside the train, seeing the soldiers inspecting the carriages, deepening the sense of crisis of the escape and reflecting the cleverness of Gustav, who chose to get off the train early. At the same time, the image is symmetrical and follows a fairy tale aesthetic.
Se la fa con un commerciante di Catania, un mezzo sovversivo.
Però c'è chi parla di Cosimano, il dentista.
Con un padre di famiglia, svergognato.
Quanto una puttana di natura.
E il postino ogni giorno arriva dai carabinieri con la borsa piena di lettere anonime. L'amante della scordia è Tizio, l'amante della scordia è Caio.
Voce di popolo, voce di Dio.
This is an image from the movie Melina, where the photographer uses a bookcase as a prop to distinguish two areas. On one side, there are a few women quietly denigrating Melina, and on the other side, Renato is secretly taking revenge on them. The two areas are distinct and interconnected, and the fact that they are so different gives a sense of humor and reflects Renato's obsession with Melina. At the same time, the choice of scene for this shot is in a library, reflecting the public's dignity and righteousness.
That Corleone.
This is the end of The Godfather, where Michael denies that he killed his brother-in-law and Kay leaves his office in relief. Next, the photographer uses the door frame as a framing, with Michael receiving a hand kiss from his subordinate inside the door and Kay seeing it all outside. The door frame separates them, implying that Michael has taken over the family and will gradually distance himself from Kay, embarking on a completely different life from the past.
听说您在八大胡同打出名来了。 啊，这武二郎碰上西门庆了，不大能成。
这么说，有个潘金莲了。
这是什么话？
你想听什么话？
This is an image from Farewell My Concubine. Jie is furious when he learns that Duan Xiaolu has saved Zhu Xian and feels betrayed. The photographer uses the mirror in which they put on their makeup to cleverly make one shot cover the faces of two people who are back to back. This design allows the audience to see the front faces of the two people in the conversation in a single shot, thus more strongly comprehending Jie's anger and Duan Xiaolu's dismissing, which lays the groundwork for their tragic ending. It can be seen that framing composition has a strong usability. It has a unique effect in guiding the audience's sight, expressing characters' image, conveying emotions, distinguishing characters' state and implying the direction of the plot, etc. It is worthwhile for us movie makers to learn seriously and use it extensively.